In the busy flow of modern life that never stops, ancient temples appear as rare, quiet places where people can leave the noise for a moment, find deep calm in their soul, and feel the slow rhythm of time passing. Not only simple religious buildings, each temple is also a careful mix of culture, history, and spiritual belief, kept through many generations, showing the unique identity of each place and telling quiet but meaningful stories. From moss-covered stone steps in silent, deep forests, golden temple roofs under the sunlight, to great temple complexes that look like they are floating in the clouds, all come together to create a beauty that is both amazing and peaceful, making anyone feel silent when they see it. The journey to explore the most beautiful temples in the world is not only a trip to see the views, but also a journey back to yourself, where people can find peace, balance, and deep values in a world that is always moving. Reina is a bright jewel of the Lofoten Islands, where nature creates a beauty that is hard to believe. The red Rorbu houses sit quietly beside the blue sea and are surrounded by tall granite mountains. A beautiful natural scene appears in front of visitors when the sunrise shines on the snow-covered peaks and turns them into a soft pink color. The calm sea is like a big mirror that reflects the whole village and creates a grand view that few places can match. Ren has the pure beauty of the far north, where every wind and every wave carries the wild breath of nature. Kolmar is like old fairy tales told with colors. The Alsace half-timbered houses with dark frames, bright pastel walls, flower-filled windows, and the clear canal flowing through Little Venice make this place the most charming village in France. The smell of tart, the strong smell of wine, and the happy conversations in small shops make Kolmar even more lively. When you walk on the cobblestone streets, you feel like you are traveling back to the Middle Ages, where life moves slowly in gentle peace. Colmar is beautiful not because it is grand, but because of the charm in every small detail. Geethorn has a gentle beauty that feels almost unreal. There are no car roads, and the village is connected by canals and more than 180 charming wooden bridges. The thatched roof houses, colorful flower gardens, and small boats moving softly on the water create a scene that looks like it comes from a European fairy tale. When sunset comes, sunlight reflects on the shining canal and turns Geethorn into a picture of harmony between light, water, and nature. This place is truly a paradise of peace. Lake Bled and the beautiful village with the same name are symbols of romantic European beauty. In the middle of the lake, there is a small island with the beautiful Maria Church and the famous wishing bell. Around the lake, there are green forests, high mountains, and lovely walking paths. In the morning, a dreamy mist covers the lake and makes the church appear softly, like a scene from a myth. In the afternoon, the sunlight shines on the emerald water and creates sparkling lights that are hard to describe. Bled has a graceful, gentle, and poetic beauty. Oya is a place where light and colors come together to create a masterpiece. Pure white houses on the cliffs, with bright blue domes, look out over the deep blue Aegean Sea. All of this creates the special beauty of Santorini and makes Oya one of the most beautiful places in the world to watch the sunset. When the sun goes down, the sky changes through many bright colors of yellow, orange, pink, and then light purple, reflecting on the white walls and creating an unforgettable view. Oya is not only beautiful, it makes people fall in love. Joram is in the Cappadocia Valley, a mysterious land with mushroom-shaped rocks, stone towers, and houses carved into the cliffs. In the morning, hundreds of colorful hot air balloons rise at the same time and create a magical scene that surprises everyone. The cool air and the first sunlight shining on the rocks create a warm yellow color that shows the greatness of nature here. Goremi is not only a place to see views, it is a place where you can feel the wonder of the earth. Grindelwald is a symphony of mountains, white snow, and green meadows. In summer, wildflowers bloom across the valley, and cows walk slowly and eat grass under the great Eiger Mountain. In winter, the whole village is covered in white snow, like a perfect Christmas scene. Each wooden house lights up in the snowy night and gives a warm feeling like the gentle embrace of the Swiss winter. Grindelwald is a place that makes people believe that nature can be so beautiful that it makes the heart softly move. Alberobello is unique, with hundreds of cone-shaped Trulli houses built completely from limestone. Each house is a heritage that keeps a special ancient building technique, making the place look like a small world of fairy houses. When the sunlight shines on the stone roofs, the stone lines shine like silver rays. The small winding alleys lead visitors past the Trulli roofs, standing close together, and create a view that exists only in Alberobello. This is one of the most impressive villages in Italy. Hobbiton is a mythical world made real in life. The small, lovely houses are built under the green hills, with round doors painted in bright colors and fresh gardens that look just like in the movies. Standing here, with the wind blowing across the grass and the sunlight shining on the round hills, you can truly think that the hobbits may walk out at any moment. Český Krumlov has the classic look of Europe for hundreds of years. The Český Krumlov Castle stands tall on the hill and watches the Vltava River as it curves around the town. Cobblestone streets with pastel houses and small flower windows make the whole village feel like it is telling a story from the past. In the evening, the yellow lights reflect on the water and create an unforgettable romantic view. Český Krumlov is not only beautiful, it is lively, deep, and full of poetry. Hallstatt is an old jewel beside Lake Hallstätter See, where every morning opens like a beautiful oil painting. The wooden houses covered with flowers, built many centuries ago, sit quietly beside the great Dachstein mountain, creating a peaceful and noble view. When the morning fog covers the lake, Hallstatt is in a dreamy mist that makes visitors feel like they are in an unreal world. The slow clouds are reflected on the calm water, and it is hard to know what is real and what is only a reflection. The sound of the old church bell echoes in the quiet space and makes the moment feel sacred and deep. When you come to Hallstatt, you do not only look at the view, you feel the pure peace that only the most beautiful places of nature can give. Located in the wild mountains and forests of Gifu, Shirakawa-go is one of the most beautiful traditional villages in Japan. The Gasho-zukuri houses, which mean hands in prayer, with their thick straw roofs, show the wisdom and adaptation of Japanese people to nature. In winter, the whole village is under a thick layer of white snow, turning this place into a fairy tale world that is beautiful beyond words. At night, the warm yellow lights from each window make the village bright and gentle in the cold snow. In summer, flowers bloom on the hills and small streams flow through the tiny paths, giving a very peaceful feeling. Shirakawa-go is beautiful in a very Japanese way, delicate, quiet, and deep. Positano is the pride of the Amalfi Coast. The colorful houses stand on the steep cliffs and look at the sea, creating a lively and charming view. The small and steep streets go past handmade shops, and the smell of Amalfi lemons in the wind makes your steps feel light. In the afternoon, the sunlight shines on the sea and makes it look bright, like it is covered with gold. Positano is a perfect mix of wild nature and the poetic Mediterranean lifestyle. Sapa is a magical land of the northwest sky and clouds. The ethnic villages lie between the soft terraced fields, appearing and disappearing in the white sea of clouds, creating a picture full of mountain beauty. Each season has its own color. Spring has peach blossoms that make the mountains pink. Summer is fresh green. Autumn is shiny yellow. And winter is cold with thick fog. The sound of streams, the wind, and the laughter of children mix with the breath of the mountains and forests, making Sapa a place that everyone remembers when they come. This is not only a beautiful scene, but also the soul of the highlands. Rothenburg ob der Tauber is a medieval treasure that is preserved almost perfectly. The colorful wooden houses, red roofs, tall clock towers, and old city walls make visitors feel like they are walking into the 14th century. Every street is full of flowers and warm light. In winter, the falling snow creates a sparkling Christmas scene like a grim fairy tale. In summer, the sunlight makes the bright colors stand out and makes Rothenburg one of the most beautiful towns in Europe. In the heart of dreamy Provence, Sémillon-la-Rotonde shines among the endless purple lavender fields that stretch to the horizon. The old village, made of yellow stone, sits on a hill, and the small winding streets lead to the rotund fortress that looks over the beautiful countryside. Ilulissat is an Arctic village that is beautiful in a surreal way. The blue, red, and yellow houses stand out on the pure white snow, and in the distance is the Ilulissat Ice Fjord, a World Natural Heritage Site with huge icebergs floating slowly. Each day, the Arctic light changes all the time and makes the ice look like living works of art. Sometimes deep blue, sometimes shiny silver white, and sometimes light pink under the sunset. In winter, the northern lights dance in the sky during the dark night, creating a scene that anyone will remember forever after seeing it once. At the end of the journey to explore the most beautiful temples in the world, what remains is not only great views or fine architecture, but also a peaceful feeling that slowly enters each thought, like a gentle flow that calms the soul after the busy life. Each temple, with its own beauty and story, not only makes us feel surprised by the creativity of people and nature, but also brings deep thoughts about time, belief, and balance. It is a place where people learn to slow down, listen to themselves, and value simple but lasting things. And maybe, when we leave, what we carry is not only memories of a journey, but also a small part of peace that has started to grow inside the soul, enough to remind us that in a world that is always moving, peace is always there if we know how to find it.